Shwmai a croeso nôl. Dyma sesiwn 3 ar gyfer Cymraeg a Iaith, ond y tro yma, dyn ni'n mynd i sôn am elfennau lefel A, sef byw yn y Gymraeg o 1-4 ac Iaith wedyn o 1-6. Felly, amcanion y sesiwn heddi ydy edrych ar Gymraeg yn ein ardal ni, ac mae'n mynd i fod yn wahanol, it's going to be different i bob un ohonoch chi, ond jyst syniadau o beth allan ni sôn amdano pan dyn ni'n sôn am Gymraeg yn ein ardal. Hefyd, dyn ni'n mynd i adolygu elfennau iaith. Felly, dyn ni'n mynd i edrych ar rai o'r elfennau iaith sy'n codi yn yr arholiad, ac hefyd, dyn ni'n mynd i cwblhau tasgau. We're going to complete some tasks on the couple of language elements that we are going to look at. Now, we are only going to have time in this session to look at a few language elements. So there are going to be others that you're going to have to look at on your own, and also try and mix everything and try and use the revision from today's session and use it with other language elements that you've got. And also the next session, yr un nesaf, bydd yn canolbwyntio ar trawsieithu. So the next session then will also be an A-level Welsh second language session on trans-language and trawsieithu. Okay? Felly, jyst i ddechrau, byw yn y Gymraeg. So, ar gyfer yr arholiad 1-4, ar y dechrau, mae rhaid i chi sôn am byw yn y Gymraeg. So, living with Welsh, essentially, okay? So, what you experience when you live with Welsh, where you can experience using your Welsh, where you can experience seeing Welsh, what type of things and activities you can go and do, a defnyddio'ch Gymraeg, okay? So I've just put a couple of ideas down on the mind map. And obviously, what it would be a good idea for you to do is create a similar kind of mind map with your revision notes as part of your revision, but also what would be useful is if you put things in detail next to them. So for example, you could put yn y canol, ble mae'r Gymraeg yn fy ardal, where is Welsh in my area? And then you could have all these little things coming off, and then you could have your personalized answers. So I've just put examples, and there may be different things in your area. You may be able to expand on these a little bit more, but just some of the ideas. So, os ydyn ni'n dechrau gyda cwmnïau, obviously you've got Menter Iaith, the local Menter Iaith. You may have been involved with, they may have come into your school to speak to you, to chwarae gemau, clwbiau. So you could mention that, and obviously each area's got its own mentoriaeth lleol. Clwbiau eraill, you may have a clwb Cymraeg yn yr ysgol, criw Cymraeg, clwb tu fas i'r ysgol, a club that you go to outside of school, in like a local centre, lle gallech chi defnyddio'r Gymraeg. Bore coffi, efallai bod chi wedi bod yn rhan o bore coffi trwy'r Gymraeg. Hefyd, gallech chi sôn am tripiau, felly trip yr urdd, trip i'r theatr, lle dych chi wedi defnyddio'r Gymraeg, sioe neu cinema, lle dych chi wedi profi, dych chi wedi cael profiad trwy'r Gymraeg. Cymraeg yn ddigidol, Welsh language digitally. Of course, there are lots of things up and coming now digitally, lle mae'r Gymraeg yn cael ei defnyddio. So apiau Cymraeg fel Duolingo, app Iaith, mae llawer mwy. Trydar gweplyfr, so Twitter, Facebook, pages that we use in Welsh, helping us learn Welsh maybe, S4C, rhaglenni, Cymraeg ar y we, Welsh on the internet. So obviously you could put your examples of what you've experienced next to these. Atyniadau a chyfleusterau lleol, so local attractions and local amenities where you can use your Cymraeg. So mae hwnna'n mynd i newid o ardal i ardal, ond siopau, caffis falle, sefydliadau. So canolfannau, you may have a particular centre, Welsh centre or adult centre where people can go and use their Welsh. Papurau bro, you've got the newspapers and magazines that you may have experienced reading in school. You've got Golwg or Cymro. There are several more, and you may have read articles in these, you may have read them in class, and then you've got ffilmiau Cymraeg hefyd, so rhaglenni a ffilmiau ar S4C, ffilmiau gyda is-steidlau Cymraeg nawr, mae rai newydd ar Netflix, So yeah, just some ideas for you of where you can say that you have used your Cymraeg. So what I would advise you do now is pause the video, create your own kind of mind map with maybe ffilmiau, papur y bro, atyniadau, Cymraeg yn ddigidol, tripiau, etc. And then have little arrows coming off saying, you know, what you've experienced and what you've done. Okay, and obviously you can practice putting that then into sentences, but it's just to get your ideas down in one place. Okay, and symud ymlaen te, iaith. Okay, so we are going to cover some of the language elements. As I've said previously, we won't have time to do pob peth, okay, everything. So we're just going to do some of them. So just to start us off then, okay, we've got a task ddechrau, a quick starter task, where we've got dau paragraph really gyda ni, dau paragraph byr, 2 short paragraphs. Which have words underlined in them. So the first paragraph is very much written in the present tense and y presennol. A beth dwi eisiau chi wneud ydy newidwch i'r gorffennol. So instead of rydw I am going for a walk on the weekend, we want to be saying I was going for a walk on the weekend. Instead of we start in Swansea Bay, you want to say we kind of started or we were starting in Swansea Bay. Okay, so this is going to be a mixture between yr amherffaith as well. So I know it says gorffennol, but gorffennol / amherffaith. Okay, the imperfect where we use roedd a lot. Same thing for the bottom one then. This one is written in, a lot of it is in the future tense, so dyfodol. So what I want you to do is instead of the task saying, for example, yfory bydd dosbarth coginio yn y coleg. So tomorrow there will be a cooking class in the college. I want you to turn that into basically, yesterday there was a cooking class in the college. Instead of they will learn how to create, you are going to say they were learning about how to create. Okay, so instead of bydd, we're going to use roedd again. Okay, so I'm sure you've got some notes from your lessons where maybe you can have a look at and see the roedd version. So we've got obviously roeddwn ni, I was, roeddet ti, you were, roedden, roedd hi'n, roedden ni'n, roeddech chi'n, roedden nhw'n. Okay, so beth dwi eisiau chi wneud, please, what I want you to do is have a look at those. So the first paragraph, you want to change rydw i'n, rydyn ni'n eto, mae nhw'n, rydw i'n, mae Megan, so third person as well, and beth wyt ti'n, because remember that we still have present tense in questions. And the bottom one, you need to change yfory bydd, byddan nhw'n, bydd, fydd yr athrawes ddim, os ydy pobl, bydd pawb. Okay, so what I want you to do now is pause the video so that you give yourself time to complete the task, so you're not rushing. Okay, maybe what would be a good idea would be to write down the original word or the original phrase, okay, the original tense, for example, rydw i'n. Maybe do a little arrow and see what you change it to. You may want to write it in Saesneg hefyd, os mae hwnna'n helpu. Mae'n lan i chi, it's up to you. Okay, so pause the video now, give yourself a couple of minutes, and then press play again when you're ready to hear the answers. Okay, right, bant ni te. So, first paragraph, we had rydw i'n. So, rydw i'n mynd am dro ar y penwythnos gyda fy ffrindiau Meg ac Elin. So, roeddwn i'n, okay? Instead of rydyn ni'n dechrau y mae Abertawe ac yn cerdded o gwmpas, roedden ni'n dechrau. Okay, we were starting in Swansea Bay and we were walking around the Gower Peninsula. Ac wedyn, roedden ni'n cwrdd â Poppy a Glyn. We were meeting Poppy and Glyn. Mae nhw'n dod o Gasnewydd. Okay, roedden nhw'n dod. They were coming from Newport, not they are coming, they were. Instead of rydw i'n cael brechdan, roeddwn i'n cael brechdan. Ond mae Meg yn cael salad fresh, roedd Meg yn cael. Meg was having this, okay? And instead of beth wyt ti'n gwneud ar y penwythnos, beth oeddet ti'n gwneud? What were you doing on the weekend? Not what are you doing on the weekend? Okay, the same for the bottom one. Instead of yfory bydd, obviously yfory ydy'r dyfodol. Okay, yn y gorffennol, dyn ni'n dweud ddo o ddoi. Okay, ddoi, roedd dosbarth coginio yn y coleg. So yesterday, there was a cooking class in the college. So the time that you're talking about has to match the tense. We can't say yfory and then say roedd. the same way we can't say blwyddyn nesaf and say roedd, okay? So you've got to be careful that if you were in the gorffennol, that everything you're using is about the gorffennol, and same for dyfodol and presennol, okay? So ddoe roedd dosbarth coginio yn y coleg, roedden nhw'n dysgu, they were learning sut i greu pasta fresh, roedd rhaid I bawb, everyone had to, okay? Doedd yr athrawes ddim. So instead of fydd yr athrawes ddim, the teacher will not be, we say the teacher was not, okay? The teacher was not happy os oedd pobl yn hwyr. So if people were late. And then by the end of the session, instead of bydd pawb wedi, roedd pawb wedi, everyone had learnt. The wedi in there, which we will talk about later on in the session, obviously can mean has or had, okay? Everyone had learned how to do this. So there we are. So you can check your answers against mine, okay? And if we're stuck at all, I would advise us looking over the roeddwn i'n structures. So roeddwn i'n, roedd ti'n, roedd ein, roedd hi'n, roedden ni'n, roeddech chi'n, roedden nhw'n. And the same in the negative. Doeddwn I ddim yn, doedd ti ddim yn, doedd ddim yn, doedd hi ddim yn, doedden ni ddim yn, doeddech chi ddim yn, doedden nhw ddim yn. Okay, so moving on now then to, we've got 3 task iaith, okay, 3 language tasks. They cover different elements, okay? So the first one is looking at particular grammatical accuracy. The second one is looking at a tense in general. And then we're looking at how language is used for the third and last one. So task E, right, for the first task then, we're going to look at how you translate these types of phrases. So the phrase where it says, the something of the something else. Okay, so the example we've got on the screen here is the top of the mountain. Now, as you'll know, in Welsh, we do not say all of the words here when we're translating into English. Okay, we get rid of some of the words. We do not say the first the, for example, and we do not say the of. Okay, so when we are translating the something of the only thing we need really is the, in this instance, it would be top the mountain. Okay, we don't use the and we don't use the of. So when you're translating the something of the whatever phrase, then just remember this is going to be your first word, the top part here in this instance. Then you need the, then you need mountain. Now, what you need to be wary of here is whether you need or whether you need the apostrophe r. It will all depend on the words before and the words after. So this example, top the mountain, pen is top, obviously, the mountain, mynydd. Now, because mynydd starts with an M, a consonant, then we don't need YR here, we don't need But if that did start with a vowel, then we would need okay, YR, If this ended in a vowel, then we would use the apostrophe R then as well. Okay, instead of the Y. So sometimes the word the will be just a letter Y. Sometimes it'll be YR, and sometimes it'll be an apostrophe R. And you will have covered that briefly at GCSE and probably at AS as well. Okay, so pen mynydd. So using that theory te, beth dwi eisiau chi wneud ar gyfer task 1 yw cyfieithu, translate, the people of the valley, the end of the session, the people of the town, the character of the film, and the exam of the student. And what you need to remember hefyd yw cofiwch, we don't use the ar y dechrau, and we don't use of. So rhif 1 fan hyn, cyfieithwch falle, people, the valley, end the session, people, the town, character, the film, exam, the student. Okay, dyna beth dwi eisiau I chi cyfieithu, please. Felly, pause the video here and come back when you're ready for the answers. Okay, should only take you a couple of minutes. Felly, bant ych chi. Okay, felly, am yr atebion. The people of the valley, pobl y cwm. Okay, people is pobl, the and valley cwm. End of the session, diwedd, end, the session, session. Okay, People of the town, pobl y dref. Now, some of you may be thinking, why is it dref and not tref? Well, dref is actually, tref, sorry, is a feminine noun, so we need to have our treiglad meddal after y, okay? Pobl y dref. The character of the film, cymeriad y ffilm, and the exam of the student, arholiad y disgybl. Okay, so rhowch marc mas o 5. Okay, a wedyn, pan dych chi'n barod, symudwch ymlaen I dasg 2. Okay, felly, am tasg 2, dyn ni'n mynd I edrych ar bod, okay? To be, as in I will be, I will have been, and I will have. So we've got 3 columns. Now, the one on the left will be the one you're most familiar with, okay? The future tense, bydda un or byddaf. Okay, bydda un or byddaf, which means I will or I will be. Byddi dyn, you will or you will be. Bydd ein, he will or he will be. Bydd hi'n, she will or she will be. Bydd John yn, John will or John will be. Byddwn ni'n, we will or we will be. Byddwch chi'n, you will or you will be. And byddan nhw'n, they will or they will be. Now, yn yr ail golofn, yn y canol, dyn ni wedi ychwanegu un gair. So all we've done to get from the first column i'r ail un, we've got rid of the apostrophe N or the yn, and we've just added un gair, sef wedi. Now, wedi, as you know, means has or have. Okay, so if you think about it, if this means I will, then we should be able to work out that this means I will have. You will have, he will have, she will have, John will have, we will have, you will have, and they will have. So just by adding that one word, instead of just I will have. Now, as I said, wedi can mean has or have, okay? But you do need to get rid of the apostrophe N or the yn before you use wedi. Now, yr un olaf, the final column, so we've got the same as column 2, but we've added an extra word again. So instead of bydda I wedi, I will have, bydda I wedi bod, I will have been. The bod here means been, okay? Byddi di wedi bod, you will have been. Bydd e wedi bod, he will have been. Bydd hi wedi bod, she will have been. Bydd John wedi bod, John will have been. The bod means been, okay? Byddwn ni wedi bod, we will have been. Byddwch chi wedi bod, you will have been. And byddan nhw wedi bod, they will have been. Okay, so y gwahaniaeth, the difference rhwng y 3 colofn ydy, this one is just I will, you will, John will. This one is he will have, we will have, you will have. And this one is you will have been, they will have been. Okay, so you can see as we're progressively adding detail fan hyn, that we add wedi for has or have and wedi bod for has been. Okay, felly, gan ddefnyddio'r colofnau ar y bwrdd, ar y sgrin, beth dwi eisiau chi wneud, please, what I want you to do, using that information, ydy cyfieithu'r brawddegau ar y sgrin. Felly, mae 6 brawddeg ar y sgrin, and they all obviously are going to use things from that grid, okay? So beth dwi eisiau chi wneud ydy, ysgrifennwch y brawddegau yn Gymraeg. So using that, I want you to translate, he will have been to the show. So the first thing you need to decide is, he will have been. Which column are we looking at? 1, 2, neu 3. Well, he will have been this one here, because it's got the bod at the end for the been, okay? He will go to university in the summer. He will go. There's no has or have or been, so we're just going to look here. He will go, bydd ein, mynd, okay? They will have done. Ooh, they will have done. So they've got the, they will have, but not been, so we need the middle column. They will have done. And what you need to do is find the they will have, which is byddan nhw wedi. Then for the to do, they will have done, you need do, the verb, so byddan nhw wedi gwneud. Okay, she will have chosen, so to choose, dewis. She will have chosen the present by then. John will have been to Spain, so the third one there, look, board. John will have been. And they will discuss the exam in the morning. That's just future tense, a dyfodol. Byddan nhw'n trafod, they will discuss. Okay? Felly, unwaith eto, what I want you to do y tro yma, okay, ydy cyfieithu o Saesneg i'r Gymraeg. Okay? Mae bocs help, mae bocs cymorth fan hyn hefyd. So, show is sioe. By Monday erbyn. Okay? So, by Monday erbyn dydd Llun. Present ydy anrheg. Then, hyn. So, for this one, rhif 4, mae rhaid i chi defnyddio erbyn hyn. Ac wedyn, arholiad ydy exam. Okay? So, pause the video now. And what you may want to do is write these down on a piece of paper and then pause the video with that on the screen so that you can work it out. Okay, so that may be a good idea to write down the 6 questions yn Saesneg I ddechrau. Wedyn, gallech chi oedi'r fideo a defnyddio'r grid ar y sgrin i'ch helpu chi. Okay, so what I want you to do now, pause the video and then come back to the video when you are ready for the atebion. Okay, so pob lwc. Tasg 2, bant y chi. Felly, ewn ni trwy'r atebion te. So, he will have been to the show. Bydd e wedi bod i'r sioe. Okay, he will have been to the show. Bydd e wedi bod. He will have been i'r sioe to the show. Cofiwch hefyd y gwahaniaeth rhwng I a i'r. So, I ydy to, i'r to the. We will be going to university in the summer. So, byddwn ni'n mynd. Okay, byddwn ni'n mynd i'r brifysgol yn yr haf. Now, we've got the YR there for the because have, the H is sometimes used as a vowel. Okay, bydden nhw wedi gwneud y gwaith cartref erbyn dydd Llun. Okay, they will have done their homework by Monday. Bydden nhw wedi gwneud, they will, so literally you can translate it section by section. Bydden nhw, they will, have wedi done gwneud the gwaith cartref, so the homework, erbyn dydd Llun by Monday. They will have done the homework by Monday. Okay. Bydd hi wedi dewis yr anrheg erbyn hyn. She will have chosen, dewis, and we use the verbs here in, the standard, the original verbs. We don't change the verbs like you would in English. So in English, you would change choose to chosen or chose. Whereas yn Gymraeg, just dyn ni defnyddio un gair, okay? So she will have chosen, dewis, yr anrheg erbyn hyn. Bydd John wedi bod I Sbaen, so John will have been to Spain. And byddan nhw'n trafod yr arholiad yn y bore. So they will, byddan nhw'n with the apostrophe yn there, cofiwch, trafod yr arholiad, the exam, cofiwch hefyd, yr arholiad, because that starts with a vowel, yn y bore. Okay, so unwaith eto, rowch marc mas o 6 i'ch hunain. Okay, a pan dych chi'n barod am task 3, symudwch ymlaen gyda'r fideo. Diolch. Okay, task 3 te, berfau amhersonol. So we're going to look now for a couple of minutes at impersonal verbs. Now, what this means in basic terms is there is dim person. Okay, so there is no person involved in the action. Now, very often when we're learning Cymraeg, we will learn how to say like, he will be doing this, or she will go, or he played rugby. Okay, there's always the person there somewhere, like he will, they will, John will, I will, I was, okay? But these verbs, there's dim person, there's no person. So you would use these when you want to say, for example, it is considered that, or it is thought that, or it was believed that. So we don't know who's doing the considering or the thinking or the believing, but it is believed that, or it would be believed that this is happening. Okay, so first of all, we need to think of berfau verbs. So we've got a list here. Okay, sôn am. Okay, remember sôn am, dweud, cynnal, ystyried, meddwl, and credu. And I just want you to think, do we know the Saesneg ar gyfer dweud, ystyried, meddwl, a credu? So we know dweud is to say. Meddwl is to think, ystyried to consider, and credu to believe. Now, what the grid here is showing you is how to use the impersonal verbs in a presennol, in the present, when we're talking about So basically, this column here is the it is thought, or it is believed, or it is considered. And then fan hyn, okay, yr ail, well, trydydd column fan hyn, ydy'r gorffennol. It was mentioned, it was said, it was considered. Okay, so the difference between them, as you can see, is the endings. So okay, cynhelir, ystyrir, okay, meddylir, and oed, dywedwyd, it was said, ystyriwyd, it was considered, meddyliwyd, it was thought. Okay, so presennol is anything that is happening is, and gorffennol is the was. Okay, so beth dwi eisiau chi wneud, just fel ymarfer, just as practice now, using this grid, I just want you to think of 5 brawddeg lle gallech chi ddefnyddio'r berfau isod. So think about the other exams that you are doing this year. And think about other themes and topics, for example, where you could use these in your work. So you could say something like, it is thought that this character is whatever. Okay, it is believed that this theme is used. It is thought that this happens. Okay, so try and put it into a real life context as well. Ond yeah, 5 brawddeg, and as dim rhaid i'r brawddegau fod yn hir, okay, don't worry about your sentences being really long. Brawddegau byr yn iawn, short, sharp sentences are fine for this task. So yeah, defnyddiwch y grid ar y bwrdd, okay, so you obviously need the ir for presennol and the oed for gorffennol. Okay, and when you've done this, we've got one short task left to finish off, just by using different language forms in sentences. Okay, da iawn. Ardderchog. Right, okay, yn barod te am y plenary, okay? So ar gyfer y tasg olaf heddiw, dyn ni'n mynd i edrych ar y berf cael. Now, cael is the verb that we are using here. Now, we normally associate cael with have or to have, okay, or has, for example. But in this instance, when we are using it to describe an action without a person, then we can use cael and we can think of it as something that is being done, or something that is being used, or is being discussed, or is being spoken about, okay? And the same for the right-hand side, where it is just the difference between present and past, something that was being done, or was being paid, or was being taught, for example. So the first sentence on the left-hand side ar y chwith, we've got my something. Now we need the noun in there, okay? My something yn cael a, and then we need the verb. So for example, okay, the book is being used, okay? So mae'r llyfr is the noun there, the book, yeah? So the book, mae'r llyfr yn cael a, is being. Now the a here may cause a mutation, okay? Mae'r llyfr yn cael a, and then what you need to do here is look for the verb. Now we wouldn't translate it as used, we would just use the verb as use, which we know is defnyddio. Okay, so defnyddio would go in that gap, llyfr would go in that gap, and then you need to check for your treigladau hefyd. So the book is being used, essentially. The verb in Welsh we just use as it is. The same with the drink is being drank, we would use to drink as the verb. Discuss rather than discussed, okay? So something is being done. So the game is being played. So mae'r game yn cael ei chwarae, okay? The game is being played. Mae'r game yn cael ei chwarae, sorry, okay? On the right-hand side there, if you didn't want to say is being and you wanted to change it to was being, okay? So this thing here was being whatever, then all you do is put the cael to the start of the sentence, and we use that in the past tense version, which happens to be cafodd. So cafodd, so if we use the same example as the other side, instead of the game is being played, if we say the game was being played, we would say cafodd y game, the game, remember, the game was, cafodd y game ei chwarae. Okay, this thing here was being played. Okay, so cael ei, if you're using the is, the present tense, cafodd, if you're using was, being, and past tense. You will have to be careful here about using the original verbs, using the mutations as well, and obviously put in the correct or apostrophe r if necessary. Okay, so beth dwi eisiau chi wneud nawr, okay, task olaf, final task. You're going to pause the video for me, have a go at translating these sentences here, y tair brawddeg yma, these three are to do with this one, ac wedyn y tair yma are to do with this one, okay? Y tair brawddeg yma linked to the cafodd one. So pause the video now, and you can obviously keep the screen open and you can translate those, okay? And then come back to the video pan dych chi'n barod I fynd trwy'r atebion. Okay, felly, atebion te, okay? So, these ones first are y chwith, okay? Y presennol, something is being done, okay? The book is being used. Mae'r llyfr, now the apostrophe R there becomes because the mae is a vowel, the mae ends in a vowel. Mae'r, okay? So rather than saying mae that links together to become mae'r. Mae'r llyfr, the book, yn cael ei, is being read, okay? Ddarllen, okay? Now we have got a mutation here. Okay, llyfr is a masculine noun, so ei there causes a treiglad meddal. Mae'r llyfr yn cael ei ddarllen. Okay, the drink is being drank. Mae'r diod, the drink, yn cael ei yfed. So once again, that's the verb to drink, isn't it? Mae'r diod yn cael ei yfed. The characters are being discussed. Mae'r, once again, because of that vowel there, mae'r cymeriadau yn cael ei trafod. So I've changed this one here to ei. They are being discussed. Okay, let's have a look wedyn nawr te at this side. So instead of mae something yn cael ei, we're looking at cafodd, whatever was the noun, ei, and then verb. So we've got one word there in between the noun and the verb. The shop was opened at 8 a.m. Cafodd y shop. Okay, cafodd y shop. Once again, we've got meaning the there because this isn't a vowel, neither is that. Cafodd y shop ei agor, open, am 8 o gloch y bore. Okay, the money was paid to the school. Cafodd yr arian ei dalu i'r ysgol. The money was paid i'r ysgol, to the school. And the pupils were seen before the exam. Cafodd y plant, or y disgyblion, ei gweld, they were seen, cyn yr arholiad. Okay, felly, rowch marc I chynnen mas o 6 eto. Okay, therefore, we've been through a couple of things during the session today. So we've been through, first of all, we started with byw yn y Gymraeg ac syniadau I ddefnyddio yn yr arholiad pan dych chi'n gorfod sôn am byw yn y Gymraeg. Then we moved on to language, iaith, and changing things into a different tense, and also looking at how to get our work accurate when we're talking of, when we're using the something of the structures. Then we also looked at the bydd wedi, and bydd wedi bod columns, okay, which will help us in our language use there. And lastly, before the plenary, we looked at berfau amhersonol, these impersonal verbs, where you've got the and the oed. And lastly, we've looked at something yn cael ei defnyddio, for example, something is being used or something was happening as well. Okay, so dwi'n gobeithio bod y sesiwn wedi bod o werth I chi heddi I adolygu, to practice. As I've said, we've only covered a couple of the language elements there, and obviously we'll have done a lot more in your lessons. Y sesiwn nesaf fydd ar drawsieithu, sgiliau trawsieithu. So the next session will be on translanguaging skills. So have a look at that one as well and see if that can help you for your Unit 5, for your Unit 5 exam. Okay, so diolch yn fawr iawn am eich amser heddi, a pob lwc ar gyfer yr arholiadau. Diolch.